Texas and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns offense will have first crack at this one. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year.
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
And man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like zone, you find the hole, man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just feeds the running back. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run inside. It's Smothers. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Manning from the gun on third down. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Motion from the wideout. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
On the ground, it's Blaylock. Got the first down, flying down the left side, inside the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
To throw, Manning. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smothers. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back. It's Manning. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Under pressure. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's knocked down, but what a play to... with the interception. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Arch is going to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Smothers. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hits inside, it's Smothers. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Play action, here's Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it down the middle. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Here's Manning to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, what a move to get room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Smothers. Turning it on! Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll send the tight end in motion. Churns into the pile. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And what a big third down stop by this defense. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Got the completion, but no yards to be found, and it's a fourth down stop. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Now on second down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he could not get loose on the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Sooners will snap it on first and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got it. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They need a huge play on third and long.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the move, it's Smothers. Down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Throwing Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. They stop him. almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Fights off a defender, and they'll stop 5 yards short of the first. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Looks it in. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They're all over him. Byers on the move. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Driven back. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, it's Smothers. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the try is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Stanford taking on the number 14 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Cardinal with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the Cotton Bowl. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Move to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. There he goes. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working the ground game. Finding some, headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Quick give. It Smothers. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Manning on play action. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Drives inside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and long here. To the air, it's Mateer. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 40. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's a give to Robinson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Escapes the pressure to his right. That's caught. It's Harris. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff to Xavier. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Selling the fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A run for the quarterback. Bring him down.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The Sooners will try to convert on fourth down. They'll go with Robinson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Arch Madness. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Searching for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside, it's Robinson. He'll be dropped.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires left. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Still looking to his right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Buys time to his left. Gets rid of it. Left side is Harris. Down he goes.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Simon. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Arch to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Manning. Turns up, it's Simon. Catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. On the move. Absolute. Nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Play action on 1st down. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sells to fake. Rolls right. Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. Quick step and go. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Gets the back moving. Moving the pocket, it's Mateer. Moves to his right. Fires on the move. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Extending the play. He turns it loose to the left. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. competition. It brings out the best in both teams, but today, Oklahoma a little bit better, David.
Yeah, it is hard to handle all the hype of the Red River rivalry, and Oklahoma did an unbelievable job coming out the gates, handling it, putting hook'em horns where they belong, behind OU.
Yeah, and this is a game that not just these players, but I think fans of college football in general circle at the start of the year every single season. The Red River rivalry is just special because of the tradition and history these two schools bring, but it's all about Oklahoma today. Boomer, Sooner, and bragging rights for another whole year.
To the victor, the spoils. And the spoils in this one, the golden hat, and Oklahoma will be wearing it. That's it for the latest edition of the Red River Rivalry. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and our entire team, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye and so long. That'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.